everybody, what's up? And welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to talk about the headrush MX5. And we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's get into this. I'm going to set this box down. This is the actual box that it comes in, which is a really nice box. It comes with a lot of extra goodies in there, but that's not what we're going to talk about today. We're actually going to talk about the pedal. Here's the unit right here. And when I got this unit, I really hoped that I was going to be able to end up making a really good video about it, because I really was interested in this. I watched a lot of reviews that made this thing think like it was going to be the end-all be-all for me and what I needed. And unfortunately, that has not been the case. Now, in full disclosure, this is actually the second unit that I've gotten, because the first unit, the touchscreen wasn't working right. Like, it would work down here and it would work up here, but in the middle, anytime you touch anything in the middle, nothing works. So I had to send that unit back and get this one, and I just got this one in, and I've been messing around it since yesterday. And there's some issues, and I want to go over those issues because nobody's talking about those issues and things with this pedal and the reviews, all the stuff that I watch. I mean, everybody has pretty good reviews of this, but there are some issues, and some issues that I feel that everybody needs to know about if you're going to buy this pedal, because this is a $500 pedal. I mean, this thing's $499 plus tax. You got $500 in it. Now, what I want to do first is I just want to play a couple sounds for you guys that I found that I liked, so you kind of hear the pedal, and then we're going to talk about the problems and the issues. So I already have it set up. I already went in and programmed it. I have a clean, a distortion, and lead, and I have two different rigs set up in here to kind of give you guys a sound test, so you can kind of hear it, because I want you to at least hear it and hear what it sounds like, so you can hear the amp. So now, right now, like if you look right here, I got a blue, I got a red, and I got a green. So that's what my blue is my clean, my red is my rhythm channel, distortion, and this is my lead channel. So this is a clean channel. This is a clean that I found in there that I just tweaked a little bit so you guys can kind of hear it. And I'm actually going to play this clean all the way down on my bridge pickup, because it sounds really good when you play it there. So I like it. So I want you guys to kind of hear it. So it sounds really nice. It's just a really nice, clean channel. I really like it. It has this really great sound. So I really like that when I found that sound, because you really just get a really just beautiful, beautiful sound. And then when I pick it up when I pick it up and split that coil, you really get a nice sound. So it sounds really, really great. And so I was like all excited. I was like, that's awesome. I love that clean. It just really... really beautiful, beautiful sound. So I was excited about that. So I went ahead and found a distortion that I liked, and we're going to kick over that to my crunch channel. And so this is the crunch channel that I created through going through here and finding stuff. And it's really easy to create stuff, which I'll kind of show you guys how to do that, just in case you decide you want this. But I came up with this really cool crunch channel that I like for my stuff. And this is what it kind of sounds like. good, really easy to set up. It wasn't hard to do that. I had to go through a few things to find it because there's a lot of stuff in here, but it really just really good sounding crunch. So I found a really good clean channel, a really good rhythm channel, and even a lead channel that I really like a lot. That's just sounds really good. So I was able to program all that in there, and I really liked it, and I did like a little bit heavier one on my other rig. But I just kind of wanted to give you a few sounds so you can kind of hear what this does sound like, because there's a lot of effects, there's a lot of amps, cabs, models, like there's way too much stuff in here. It's like loaded down for bear. You can pretty much create anything you want. Just a lot of great stuff in there, and that's what I liked about it, and it's really intuitive to program. It's not hard to program at all. I mean, you basically just, you can like if I wanted to move this, I can just touch this right here and I can move it over to there, or I can move it back. It's very intuitive to move around and do stuff, and then when you're done, you just hit the save button when you get to where you want it. It'll say cancel save or save rig, save new rig. You just hit save, and then you just save whatever changes you did. So it's really easy to change it around. And then if you want to go to your next rig, you just hold this down, like so. You're going to hold this down. Hold it down, hold it down. Come on, do what you're supposed to do. See, this is where we're having problems right here. And this is what I want to get into, but I'm going to hold that down because it's not going back to what I want it to go to right now. So, come on. Alright, so once you hold it down, you're going to get this light up. And you see how that was kind of being issues? That's one of the issues I want to talk about. But once you get here, it has your rig, hybrid. So you want to hit this one, and that's going to take you to previous rig, next rig. So I have my thing that says Jeff's Live Rig, and then if I scroll up one, it's Jeff's Live Rig 2. And then once I get to that and I want to go to that one, I have to hold this down right here. Both of those are going, all three of those are going to light up green, and then I just touch it, and then it takes me into my live rig, and then I can go to my clean on that rig. Got a really nice cleaner. I can go to my distortion. And then I've got a nice lead channel on there as well. Anyway, you guys can see I've got a nice lead channel on there as well. That's my little bit heavier rig that I have, and that's kind of how you navigate around it. So I wanted you to hear a couple of the sounds, but now I'm going to set this guitar down because I'm not going to play anymore because I want to get into the issues with this. So the first one I had, the screen that you couldn't do all that touch screen stuff. So the first one I couldn't do any of it. But the problem with this is when you're holding these buttons down, sometimes the buttons don't want to do what you want to do. And the other problem is that when I was in my this is my rig mode. This is your rig mode. Because you have, when you go here, you have, see how it just jumped back even though I was on it? So you have stomp box mode, rig set, and hybrid. So in stomp mode and stuff, which is hands free, you can create a stomp box mode where you turn each one individual off, or you do it like I do and program and set it up with a rig. So I'm just gonna see how it should just touch. See how it's being finicky? That's a problem. And so the other problem is that when I was playing live and I'm using this setting, and I have my rig set up, and I have, like, when I click this one on, see, if you guys look right here, when this one on, you can see what's on. This is on, all this is on right here, and then my EQ and my Dynacomp's on, and then when I go to this one, you'll see how the Klon comes in. I've got the orange amp, the other cab, I've got the delay and reverb in there, and the chorus is off, and this whole section is off, and the delay's off actually there, and the reverb's off. Then when I go to the lead channel, you'll see the delay pops up and adds to that. So when I take it off, when I go here, the delay goes away. When I go here, the delay goes on for my lead. This goes back to my rhythm. And so in the rhythm channel, you have comp, I have my EQ, I have my Klon drive, I have, this is an orange head, orange cab. I've got the reverb on my rhythm channel, and then when I go back to clean, and see how it's being finicky when you're stepping on it. Those are the problems. Like, it's not moving like it should. And then you go back and you can see what I have on in my clean channel. I have the comp, the EQ. This amp section is off, and then I have this amp on with the chorus, and that's a 212 cone, and then I've got the reverb and the delay on as well. But that's the problem. These things aren't. See how it's not going back right away? Like, I'm stepping on it, and if I step on it, it's not going back to the clean right away. So that's a problem, because it's not working like it should. And then the other problem is that it's jumping back. Like, you'll be on this setting, playing your stuff, and then it'll jump back to this screen, and it's not doing it right now. But if I hold down, see, it's not even responding like it should. So you guys can see what's going on. Like, I should be able to hold that down, and that should be able to make those 3 green lights light up and bring it back into the other mode, and it's not doing it. Like, it's not taking us in the other mode. So that's the problem. See, these switches aren't working, and you know, like I said, this is the second unit I got. Like, I had the first one, the screen wasn't working. This is the second unit I got, and it's not working properly. So these switches are very finicky and not functioning like they should. And that's why I'm not going to dive into a bunch of stuff with you. Now, see, there it finally went. It went back. So what was happening, the other thing that was happening is it was jumping back to rig mode right here. When I'd be playing, it would jump back to this mode where all the 3 green lights would up, and then you'd have this. And for me to go back to it, I have to try to hold this back down. But you don't want to do that during playing, because then you got to try to hold this back down to get back to, you got to step on that to get back to what you were doing, which is going to, if I was on this channel, it's going to jump me back to this channel, and then it would jump back again, like in the middle of playing. And it's not even jumping back. So this one's got issues too. And I wanted to try out first. So this one's actually, I already have submitted a claim to send it back, because it's not see how it's not responding to what it's supposed to respond. Now you don't have to step on these. You can actually touch this with your fingers too, and then it'll go to the rigs. But it shouldn't do that. It should be responding like this. And the other problem with this, even if you have one that's working right, let's scroll back to this rig, the first rig, and let's hold that down. See, it's not. I'll make this video. So there it is. It finally responded, sort of. And now we're on. See, it's not responding. Not responding. And the other problem is that there's a delay when you guys are on your clean channel. There's a delay from it going from clean channel. So when you step on this, there's a hesitation, and so when you're playing and you step on that, you're going to be into a couple strums on whatever chord you're hitting before that will engage. So it doesn't jump over like it should, even though there's a slight pause. And see, this one's not even working at all really now. But there's a slight pause from here to here, and maybe I can show you that, like, just by strumming on this. Pause before it jumps over when you're doing it. has a slight hesitation, so you're kind of into the stroke. When I was playing some songs, it just doesn't transfer as fast. Like with a stomp pedal, it's instantaneous. This has a slight hesitation in it, which is not okay. Those are the things that I've run into with this pedal. I mean, I like it. I love the setup of it. It's very intuitive, and it's easy to work this, because if you're wanting to like create a new rig, like say I want to do a new rig, I could just go in there and let's actually back out of this. Let's back out of this. Let's go back to this, because this is the best way to do it. So we're gonna back out of this. We're gonna go back to the regular rigs, and then if you want to do a new rig, this is how easy it is to create a rig. You hit new rig, it brings this up. Now you can change this into multiple different things, however you want to configure it. We'll just do it in the standard mode. But say you want to, let's just do an amp right here. We'll hit that. You want an amp and a cab. We'll just pick this orange one. It automatically gives you the amp and cab right there, and you can move this wherever you want. You can set it there. I can move this here. I can put something in between it. Whatever you want. You can put this wherever you want. You can set it down here. Set it down there. I mean, it's basically, you know, touch and go, which I really love. It's really easy to work with as far as it is. And then if you don't like this one, you just double tap it. You go down here and you hit delete. And you hit yes. And then that's out of there. We'll delete that cab out of there, and then you just hit delete, and then yes, and then it's gone. Then you can start over. But that's with anything. Say if you want to do a distortion pedal. Say we want to do a distortion. You just touch distortion. Find your thing. Let's pick this green JRCD right there. You can pick, you know, the default one. We'll just pick the default one for now, and then boom, there it is. And then you can touch on it, and you can go in and adjust the parameters. That's actually Ibanez 2 streamer is what that is. And you can go adjust the parameters as you want. You just touch this right here, and then you take this knob and you can turn them up and down. You can do it by your fingers, turn up and down, whatever you want. And then when you're ready and you go back, you just go back to here, you hit save and you save it. But if you don't want it, you just delete it. And so as far as that goes, it's really easy to use. I mean, it's very simple to use. And then if I want to get back to my normal thing, I can just click on there, and I want to discard changes, so I discard the changes. And then it just takes you back to where you were at, and then I go back to my rigs right there, and you're on your rig. So it's really not hard to utilize. And then you have to program this pedal too. I'm not going to get into all that because I want to talk about the problems. But the problem is, like I was showing you, these switches on both of them were very finicky and not changing like they should. And then there's a delay between going from your clean to your rhythm channel, and so that little, and it's just a slight delay, but it's enough that it throws off the song. So, I mean, you have a volume here, so you can turn your volume up and down, and it's very intuitive as far as that goes. But the first one I got, the screen wasn't working right, and I couldn't get anything programmed in there. And then this one, the screen and everything's working right, but then I found out that there's a delay in this, and the pedals aren't working, and then it's jumping back out of this screen. It would jump back, like if I hold that down, which it's not, hold that down, it would jump back to this screen, and then I'd have to like hit this again to get back to what I was doing, and then whatever channel I was on, I have to go back to. So if I was on the distortion channel and that happened, it would kick me off and probably take me back to the clean channel right in the middle of a song, and that's not okay. So this is going back. It's a really great concept. It's a really cool setup. I think I have to agree with some other people said that there's too much stuff going on here. I think with so much stuff and the computer stuff that they go on here, I think it's just overloaded. I think they could do like 10 or 12 amps or 10 cabs, 10 amps, and your effects, and a couple, like 2 choruses, 2 delays, you know, so you have a couple options, and maybe dial it down a little bit, and it would be a lot better setup. But the problem is, you know, there's so much going on, and this is being so finicky. And like I said, this is my second unit, and it's just having problems. So it's going back. But I wanted to make this video because, like, so many people have videoed this, and nobody said anything about the problems. But I did read some of the issues that I have, some other people have had with this pedal, but nobody's made a video about it. So I wanted to put it out there and show you guys that there are issues with this pedal. And like I said, this is the second one I got that's having problems. And I called them up and said, I want to send it back and I just want a refund. Because they're like, do you want to try it again? I'm like, nope. I said, I tried it twice. Both of them have problems. I'm done, and I'm going to try something else. And I don't know what I'm going to try, but I'm not doing headrush. So that's all I got for you guys. I just wanted to do this video to talk about this thing because I really love the concept. And the thing's built really well. I mean, this thing's built like a tank. But you guys saw, like, the buttons aren't working like they should. I mean, you saw it here on the video. You see it's being problematic. And in a live situation, this is going to fail on me. And I was afraid of that when I got this with this touchscreen stuff. I was afraid that there was going to be issues like this because there was so much going on. And I was 100% right. Like, I was very leery about this. When you're spending $500 on something like this, it needs to work, and it needs to work well. So, you guys leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me your thoughts on it and stuff, and what you guys think. Tell me if any of you guys have tried this pedal. Yeah, I hope this helped you guys out in making a decision, because I can't recommend this. I can't recommend this pedal to anybody. There's a lot of people out there that are recommending it, but I can't, because this is my experience. This is just the experience I've had with the pedal, but I've had 2 of these now, and both of them have failed. So this is just my personal experience, this is my opinion, but I can't recommend this to you guys. I wouldn't recommend it to you. I would definitely say look for something else. Maybe go for the Boss GT1000. I know it's a lot more, but maybe go for the Boss product, or the one that's a little less. The Boss GT Core or something. I don't know. I haven't tried those out. That's probably going to be the next ones I try, is either the GT Core or the GT1000. Definitely going to try to stay away from this touchscreen and stuff, I think. I think that just causes more problems. It's cool and it's intuitive, but I think it creates more problems. I mean, especially when I had one that the screen, like, what happens when the screen starts working? You can't do anything. You can't, once the screen stops working, this pedal is no good. And like I said, the first one I got, the screen was all jacked up, so you can't do anything. Once that screen shot, the pedal shot. There's no doing nothing. So yeah, as cool of an idea it is, this is definitely a thumbs down for me. So, anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I hope this video helps. Do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.